here. All right. All right. So I know it has been a while. We have been on vacation. It has been a good while. But we are back. We are ready to launch in July. I am excited. I am not going to let my personal problems get in the way of me delivering my message or saying what I need to say. I do believe that now is the time for people to take a stand. I do believe MLK and Malcolm X said this: if you don't stand for anything, you will fall for everything. You have to stand for something. And I am a firm believer that if you don't stand for anything, you will fall for everything. So I want to encourage you to be encouraged. I want to encourage you to go above and beyond your limits. I want to encourage you to go above and beyond your wildest imagination. And I want you, as you're doing that, continue to pray and know that God will do exceeding abundantly above all that He can ask, all that you can ask or think. I just want to touch on a particular subject, one that has been very touchy, one that has dealt with a lot of people on this week, on last week. And I want to talk to you briefly about this immigration that's going on, immigration news, immigration reform, the border wall. Now is the time for us as people to come together. We can come together when we talk about Black Lives Matter. We can come together when a black child is being shot and killed by a white police officer. I also saw on the news as I was watching a show, and I recommend that you go and watch this, called, I'll come back to me, Stranger Fruits, about Michael Brown and Ferguson. Um, and there was a clipping of a dog that was shot by a police officer because the police officer felt like um, he felt like that he was going to be attacked or something was going to happen to him. And do you know that they awarded the dog's owner a nice substantial amount of money? Now, I want to point out a double standard here. So it's okay for an African American boy at 12 years old, Tamir Rice, to be shot and killed and his family not receive anything, or for Michael Brown's family to still be seeking justice for their son being shot and killed. Um, but a dog and the owner can receive justice. And so I'm confused. I also am reminded of a story when Michael Vick was fighting dogs. I'm not saying that fighting dogs is right, but what I'm saying is that we have a well uh, weird, twisted mind and judicial system that we need to take a stand against. Um, when a man can go to prison and lose his life or years out of his life for 2, 3 years because he was fighting dogs, yet a black African American family cannot find justice for their child, something is wrong with our country. So you literally have to see that this immigration reform and the immigration news and the border wall, nothing is different. We look at the current administration. Trump says that he will sign something soon. Okay, I don't know what soon means. Soon could be a week from now. Soon can be 6 months from now. Soon can be a year from now. But he said that he'll sign something soon to keep immigrant families together. I don't know how many of you believe that, but I would not believe that. Now is the time for us to take a stand. Children should not be separated from their parents. Neither should parents be looking for their kids. A child that you gave birth to, you mean to tell me someone can literally come and take your child away from you if you've done no harm to that child? This is a twisted country that we live in. Kids young as what, 6 months, a year, 2 years old, being snatched away from their parents, coming into a world not really knowing what they're getting themselves into. Innocent children. Now, let's keep that in mind. And I heard the attorney general say that, oh, well, they're getting some of the best treatment, some far better than what we receive here in the United States. Well, hold on now. Um, then we have a serious problem there, because if they're receiving better treatment than the children here in the United States, something is wrong. Um, Also, these children should be treated with the utmost respect, and they should not be snatched away. Neither should they be living in camps that are almost like, watch this as I tap into Adolf Hitler, with these concentration camps. And the same thing Adolf Hitler did was separated Jews, blacks, Hispanics, everybody that was not like them. He separated them and put them in concentration camps and made them work, and separated children from their mothers. Do y'all see? Do y'all see a correlation? Do we see how things are coming together? So we have elected, and I say we loosely because I didn't vote for this man. But we as a country put this man in office, not really realizing that we just elected another Adolf Hitler, and we don't even realize it. When you can meet with Kim Jong-un and think that the biggest dictator in the world, who I believe is pretty much neck and neck with Adolf Hitler, and you can meet with him and trust him and say that, yes, I trust him, but will I be coming back to you in a year from now eating my words? Yes, I may. Well, if you know that, why sit down with the man and still go along with the agreements, knowing that you could shoot yourself in the foot later on? Come on, we cannot be that dumb and naive in this country. Especially, we cannot afford for our administration and president to be so dumb and naive. So I want to bring to your attention that these are things that we have to pay attention to, America. Understand that that race plays a very big part in this right here. You cannot say that every Hispanic or Mexican person that crosses the border is a rapist. You cannot say that. You cannot say that every Hispanic and a Mexican person that crosses the border is a drug dealer. You cannot say that. You cannot say that every Hispanic or Mexican that crosses the border is sex trafficking. There are things that you can and cannot say, and people are hanging on to your every word when you are a leader of the free world and of these United States. Now you can agree with me, you can disagree with me. That's totally your opinion. But understand, now we're coming into a point to where American Airlines and United Airlines has told Trump and his administration that, no, you're not going to put these kids on our airplanes. That's not going to happen. Okay, so you need to find another way to get them there, because you will not be putting them on our planes. And I commend these airlines, and I think that every other airline should take a stand when it comes to this. Okay, we cannot be so naive in this country to where we let these things happen. These kids are in concentration camps, and they are in camps where they are laying on mats as thin as a cracker. Okay, they're laying on these mats, and they have this aluminum foil covering them. I don't know what that's supposed to do or what that's about. And then, I heard a report that they're only going outside maybe once or twice a week. They get, of course, they get 3 meals a day. But they're not in prison. They've done nothing wrong. These are innocent kids. I can see if they were, in prison, of course, okay, well, they're gonna get let out once a day, a week or something like that. You give them 3 square meals a day, you close the door because they did their crime. Now they got to do the time. But these are innocent children, and somebody under the sound of my voice has to take a stand and know that this is wrong. This is wrong on so many levels. And if you call yourself a Christian or a man of God, or even if you call yourself a part of the evangelical faith, this is not right. And I don't know what kind of God you serve or what you're listening to in church, but this is not right. Okay, and we talk about saying that, oh, well, we have to take a stand against immigration. We have to take a stand, and ICE is doing a great job. ICE is doing a great job on us all working together and keeping the bad people out. Can you please classify or clarify, excuse me, what the bad people are? And then I need a list of these bad people. I need a definition of what it is, and I need the faces. So because along that line somewhere, somebody forgot to put you on there, Mr. Trump. And we have to remember that the first lady of this country is not from here, right? So are we creating this double standard once again? Guys, we've got to I mean, go look at the news. Okay. Listen to CNN, listen to NBC, watch CBS. Do not and then do some research yourself. Don't listen to everybody. When I was growing up as a kid, my mother always said, believe nothing of what you hear and only half of what you see. Okay, because you're not getting the full story. And there's always three sides to the story. There's her side, your side, and the truth. His side, your side, and the truth. Okay? So make sure, guys, you are getting the truth and you are digging and digging. And do not be blinded by what is going on in this country. Because I guarantee you right now, something is dangling in the front of your face like a carrot, getting your attention. When you know how when you dangle something in someone's face, and you're looking at it and you're staring at it, but you're not paying attention to what else is going on around you. You know why? Because that's directly in your face. That is what the news, that is what President Trump, that is what the administration is doing right now. They are dangling something in our face. Yes, this is important. Yes, this is what we need to focus on. Yes, this needs to be taken care of. This is a dire need right now. But understand, as they're dangling it in our face, something else is going on around us that they don't want us to pay attention to. Okay, we spent 5 seconds on Kim Jong-un and their agreement. Now, all of a sudden, we're on immigration. All right, watch that dangling carrot that's in front of us. Pay attention to what's going on around you. Pay attention to everything. They dangle something in your face for 5 seconds, and then all of a sudden they dangle something else, and they want you to focus on that because they're not finished creating a problem over here, but they want you to focus on something else. So, as I always tell my friends, sleep with both eyes open. Okay, not literally, but figuratively. Okay, sleep with both eyes open and understand that there are things going on around you that we have to pay attention to. Now is the time for all of these agencies to stand up. Now is the time for not just the agencies to stand up, but all of these programs that we have, things that I am a member of. Now is the time for us to stand up, NAACP. Now is the time for us to stand up, every sorority and every fraternity. And I'm not just speaking to them, because I'm a member of it. Shout out to my fraternity, Kappa Alpha Psi. But understand that we need to stand up and do something, not just when it comes to African Americans, but now is the time that we are looking at these Hispanic babies and they cannot fend for themselves. So we need to stand up and do something for them and help them. And if we've got to get out there and march, and if we got to sit up, do some sit-ins, and if we got to boycott, and if we got to take a stand, now is the time for us to take a stand. I am Bishop Lyles, Bishop and pastor of Second Chance Temple. I love you with the love of the Lord. Hug somebody, love somebody, because it may be their last. I will see you again next Wednesday right here. Please, please, please spread the message. Let it go around. And I'll see you again here next time. Thank you. Peace.